Those that lack purpose distract themselves with pleasure. Those that lack purpose distract themselves with pleasure. I am literally in the middle of shifting that around. I'm 3 days strong of eating only 1 meal a day, not eating after 2, and I'm down 4 pounds. But the first thing I did was learning how to control my mind. You have to think about what it is you think about all the time. Where is your focus all the time? What are you trying to fix? What are you trying to do? What is filling up your head? If we don't like the way our external world looks, then we need to change what's going on in our head. We need to change what we focus on. We've got so many things, excuse me, going on that we're worried about, stressed about, that fills up all of our mental space. So it's like that I would be like, okay, I'm going to start my diet. Okay, I'm going to get better at this. And I'll think about it for maybe 10 minutes and then it goes on the shelf and I don't spend any more time thinking about it, because what we spend time thinking about is what we create in our life. Now that I have removed those blockages, now I have the room to think about my life and what I want and who do I want to be and what kinds of things do I want to do and what are my goals and all of these things. That is really about self-love and pouring that energy onto myself. When you start experiencing it, it's just a million times better than you imagine it. So if you're like me and you know that you need to practice self-love, you know you need to do these things, you know you need to think about your life. This is what I learned that really shifted it for me this past week. We think about and we focus on what we feel is most important to us and what makes something important to us. We deem the level of importance to something based on what we believe the impact it will have in our life. If it's work, how much money we're making, that's a big impact on our life. If it's relationships, the person we're around all the time, that's an impact on our life. That's how we deem things as important, and why it's so easy to focus on everything outside of ourselves because of the impact we see in front of us it having on us. And we take ourselves for granted, and we take for granted the impact we have on our own lives. We are the ones that are there with us 24/7. When we lay our head on the pillow in bed at night, our job is not there. So we are the only common denominator 24/7. We forget ourselves. We forget the impact our own mind has, choosing what we think about, carrying ourselves around the world each day. We are the most important thing in our life. We have the biggest impact in our life because what we choose our thoughts to be becomes who we are. And it's so easy to take ourselves for granted. We tend to feel like a pinball in a pinball machine, just kind of being tossed around everywhere by work, by this, by that, all around the pinball machine. That's not how it is. We are the creators. We decide. We are the magnet. We bring into our lives the job, the relationship, all of the external world comes into our lives because of who we are on the inside. The outside world is a mirror of our inside world. What we have to do is design our magnet, design all of the inner world. Who do we want to be? Because if we like the inner world and we're enjoying it, we're going to attract more things that we like and we enjoy. So create your magnet, create yourself, and design your inner world to something just you enjoy. Not focused on what you want in the internal world. Just focus on making it something that you like, that you enjoy. One of the things I ask myself a lot when I'm out and about in the world is, what do I think of myself right now? Am I being kind, generous? Am I being loving? Who am I, and do I like who I am right now in this moment? And then I can adjust. If I'm like, oh, I don't like the way I said that or whatever, I can adjust. And that way I'm staying in tune with myself and who I want to be. So it's constantly, what do I think of myself right now? Because when we create this inner world that we love and we enjoy, we don't have to worry about the how all of the external stuff comes to us. Things that we love and enjoy just the same way, even more so, is going to be attracted to us. So all we have to do is focus on designing this magnet. Design your magnet. Design your inner world. And you design that by creating the specs of your magnet, your characteristics. Do you want to be an honest, trustworthy person? Are you the type of person that if you fall, you get back up again? Are you funny? Are you witty? design whoever you want to be. And that's the fun part of life, is we're designing ourselves, and then we get to see the manifestation attract to us because we're focused on this. Once we separate ourselves from things that bring us negativity, maybe things that aren't good for us, then we create that space to be able to focus on designing our magnet. And then that's where everything just starts coming into place. And that's how I felt. This past week has been amazing for me. It's just, I remember a long time ago doing a video. I was talking about I had lost the weight, and I was like, it affects your whole life. It affects everything around you, everything, the energy, all of it is just so, the energy levels is so much better. Just really enjoying life. And that's where I feel the shift happening. It's just in everything. And again, it was a process. It's taken months, even years, to kind of figure out what I needed to do to let go of things or separate myself or change my perspective. Because if things are soaking up your energy that drain you, they're not giving you energy back. And we have to pour energy into ourselves first, and then all of that stuff changes out there. But that was a big one for me, is just clearing out that space, that mental space, so that I can focus on myself. And it is tough internal work, but with practice it gets better and better. For the longest time I've been waiting for not waiting for the change, but just kind of powering through, like telling myself, I'm getting better, Shirley, I'm getting better, it's gonna get better, and I'm getting better at this, I'm sticking to it, even if I don't feel great now, I'm powering through, I'm getting better, just repetition of that over and over again. And now it's fun to see the fruition of it, where I've just had such a great week, and I feel the difference in my energy. And so 3 days strong of eating better. My food choices haven't been they've been okay. So one day I had bulgogi, one day I had nachos, one day I had chicken fingers, and my volume is not the worst, but it could be better. But I'm only eating 1 meal a day, so I'm just taking it one day at a time and focusing more on just my inner world. I'm focusing on my inner world, and my food choices are changing. I'm not worried about the negativity of, oh, I ate too much of this, or oh, I shouldn't have eaten that, or oh, I shouldn't have eaten past this time. Those aren't thoughts in my mind. All I'm focusing on is designing my magnet, and those things just come naturally. Those things are coming as a side effect, and it's such a great feeling. So I'm still in the process of it. I'm still going through it and enjoying the heck out of it, to have been going this long, trying to figure it out and starting to see success. So I'm gonna keep going, and I hope this video helps you guys. Comment down below if you have any questions or similar experiences, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Mwah.